Okay, so the whole point of us going up north is to get this thing here, this potion, which appears to be the cure. Whether or not we're going to be able to get this cure, I'm going to leave that up to you to predict. At the end of this video, we have some really great things to cover, so make sure you stick around till the end. But if you do enjoy today's video, remember to leave a like on it and feel free to subscribe for more. And if you want to show your further support to me, you can always use star code BIGP2 when purchasing Robux or Premium. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. We are set to get Piggy Book 2 Chapter 9 literally like tomorrow if you're watching this video today. So we definitely will be covering up a chapter release as far as like a chapter gameplay on how to escape on the channel. We're gonna have secret videos and a lot of theories and predictions to find out exactly what's going to be happening. Now I have this big theory that this cure is going to be taken. So let's go ahead and start out at the beginning of this. So we find out about the cure and why we're actually going to get the cure to actually cure Zizzy, and we find that out at the end of Factory, which was chapter 6. Willow knows that we're going up north, and Willow's also coming along with us to get the cure. I mean that Willow thinks that William is technically not dead but infected, that it's best that we would get the cure for Zizzy because, you know, Willow knows what it's like to lose a family member, and Willow doesn't want Z or Zuzi to lose Zizzy. So that is the main objective that we are starting out with. We're going up north to get the cure to cure Zizzy. Just one person. So we are making it to Doveport. I do believe it will be taking place at Doveport. The chapter name may be different. However, as far as like when you think about chapter 8, the map was called, well, the boat is called Medora, but it wasn't really called Medora, it was called Ship. But we already have a port map, so I don't think it will be called Port either. I think I actually made that mistake before. So yeah, we'll see exactly what it's called. Maybe it's called Underground, but yeah, we'll get into that. So in the end of chapter 7, we do see, or chapter 6, we do see that Tigry steals the boat key, and Willow even calls Tigry like tactless. Like Willow knows and doesn't like Tigry at all. Let's just say that one. And Tigry doesn't really like Willow at all either. And Tigry has a lot to prove, which was given in all the notes and such things like that. So Tigry stole the boat key and is ahead of us and is already, I would say, you know, 10 steps ahead of us at this point. I mean, we already had to stop because we were out of fuel. Tigry wasn't out of fuel, which also gave Tigry a lot of time to do things over at Doveport. So maybe Tigry even made it to Doveport, told everyone about us that we are coming and we were bad. I mean, so we have no idea what we're looking for or what's going to be waiting for us when we get there, and maybe what Tigry has said. But I do think that Tigry will steal this cure. There's a couple reasons why I think Tigry will steal the cure. One, I think Tigry will steal the cure because Tigry's been talking about, you know, he wants to prove that he's worthy. And I think if Tigry will step up to the plate and feel like, you know, I'm the one that got the cure, I'm the one that maybe cured Zizzy or something along those lines, and just to kind of be in charge, this would really take Tigry, you know, that thought of, you know, not being worthy to being, you know, having the cure and wanting to maybe save people. Maybe it's not going to be an evil intention, let's say, to get rid of the cure, but maybe to also be the one to cure Zizzy. You know, Tigry wants to be the one to do it and not really wait for us, and something could happen. Maybe Tigry drops it. We never actually know. And hopefully we do see Zizzy in the next chapter. However, again, I don't like the fact that, again, Tigry has such a head start on us. So my prediction is that Tigry could possibly steal the cure and will also stay that one step ahead of us. And if we do end up seeing any insolence in this chapter, I am going to suspect that the insolence is following Tigry. But you all had some really good theories pertaining to chapter 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out some of your theories because they were amazing. X Undream Neon Roblox says this is a theory about chapter 9. Chapter 9 is going to be sad, like how chapter 3 was sad, and how Zizzy got killed / infected, and how chapter 6 was sad about the lore but Willow's family. So probably someone's going to die and William will return with Daisy, and they were found by Tigry when he tells Willow his sad story. Oh, are we actually on a pattern here? Let's think about this, what they just said. So chapter 3 was Refinery, which was quite sad. Okay, chapter 6, 3 chapters later, which was, oh my goodness, the factory. Also quite sad in the end. 3 chapters later, chapter 9. This, I think you're actually onto something. This will be a sad chapter. Marion says, theory, I think Tigry had chosen to work for the Insolence for revenge and build robots to stop us. So maybe around the 9th map, we will be robots, or kind of like robots would be the bot username. Okay, oh, I think they left their username. But that's still some gems in there, I'd say. Totally, maybe Tigry is working with the Insolence, and I do think we are going to see some robots at or in chapter 9. Fox Shy Gotcha Lover says, okay, so I may or may not know who the old character is, but here's my theory on who it might be. Rash could be returning. Here's why I think this. When Rash was told by Willow that he was put in a different location, he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave his friends, his group, so he stayed there undercover before Willow knew he was still around. Remember, this is our theory that we think Rash is torturer. When he saw that Tigry was being kept at the refinery, Rash talked to him and said where Willow and the rest of the group was going to be put up in the other, meaning the player and their friend. Once Tigry knew this, Rash went on his own, trying to think on how he could get revenge on Willow and the Silver Paw, which is when he comes across the Insolence, and they give him a promise that he will get his revenge with their help. Oh my goodness. This is why I think Rash could be the old character on who could be returning and could be a final boss in the chapter. This is very interesting because Rash working with the Insolence, never really thought of this, but I don't want to rule it out. Something that could happen. Bunny Play says, theory, Tigry might be in chapter 9 because he did take the boat and went up north. So we might be able to see him in chapter 9, and we might even have a boss battle with him in chapter 12. He might try and get revenge on us, Willow, because he did get treated bad and heard that we were going to help Willow, and he might get revenge on Willow and us. So I think Tigry might be in chapter 9, and we might have a boss battle against him. P.S. Use star code Big B2. I really appreciate it. Hop Liger Burger says, my prediction is that book 1, Mr. P got to Dove Port. We and Georgie also made Mr. P not crazy, and maybe after he realized what he had done, he wanted to make another potion. But this time he needed help. He got to Dove Port and made their survivors, and made friends, I guess, with the survivors there and the cure, and is working on it. But the Insolent saw that, and they had the cure, and because of that, they attacked all. It was war. The player and the other saw the war. We were on the ship. The ending of chapter 8 is because of the Insolence. I hope you like my theory. So are you saying that when because we heard a lot of a lot of fire or gunfire at the end of chapter 8. So are you suggesting that at the end, the Insolence and them are having a war in chapter 9? Oh my goodness. Imagine how amazing that would be. The Oof Bunny says, theory, Tigry is trying to get a potion for Rash. We know they were very good friends and very alike. Good theory. Milan says, my theory, Tigry took Willow's boat and is heading up north to get the cure. However, he will take the potion and run away. We will have a boss fight, Tigry, in the end of book 2. Also, I would love it if Mr. Stitchy showed up there for a particular reason. Love the videos, Big B. Keep up the good work. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Milan. You are the best. And ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. So I want you guys to comment down below, what role do you think Tigry is going to play in chapter 9 before we get it? Or do you think Tigry is even going to play a chapter? Is he always gonna be just a step ahead of us in every single move we make? But if you do enjoy today's video, again, remember to leave a like on it and feel free to subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!